During the Precious Pals event, we are going to be getting a Team GO Rocket Takeover featuring some new Shadow Pokemon, as well as a whole bunch of bonuses you will definitely not want to miss. And I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video. Let's get right into it. Alright, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon GO video, and I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So one of the most important events that happen in Pokemon GO is, of course, Team GO Rocket Takeover events. With these events, they typically introduce some new shinies, and they also include a whole bunch of bonuses that are exclusive to these specific events and are incredibly important. And it looks like they're going to be following suit. This is going to be your average Team GO Rocket Takeover, and I really do think it's very important you do not miss out on this event. And it's going to be tied to the Precious Pals event, which in and of itself is a pretty decent event, and I really do think that for what it's worth, this is going to be the very first and very important event of 2026. So let's go over the details for this Team GO Rocket Takeover event, because you will absolutely not want to miss out on some of the bonuses. The Precious Pals Takeover event is going to be starting on Friday, January 23rd at 12 o'clock a.m. and it's going to go until Sunday, January 25th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. This is essentially going to be the second half of the Precious Pals event, and we're going to see a whole bunch of bonuses get added to the game. First and foremost, you're going to be able to see a lot more Team GO Rocket balloons. They're probably going to be spawning every 3 hours as opposed to every 6 hours, and then of course within Pokestops you're going to see more Team GO Rocket encounters. And then this is probably the biggest bonus for these Team GO Rocket Takeover events, but you could use a Charge TM on your Shadow Pokemon in order to forget the move Frustration off of them. So this is probably the one thing you will want to do during this event. If you're holding on to a whole bunch of Shadow Pokemon, make sure you use Charge TMs during this event so that you could remove Frustration off of those Pokemon. And then another thing, and this is specifically for PvPers, but Pokemon caught in 1-star and 3-star Shadow Raids are going to have a wider variance of attack, defense, and HP IVs. So if you're looking for a particular Shadow Pokemon to use within the GO Battle League, do keep in mind that when it comes to raid battles, this could be a great chance for you to get them. Now, they're also going to be introducing a new Shadow Legendary during this event, and it's going to be Incarnate Form Thundurus. You're going to be able to get this particular Pokemon when you battle Giovanni using Super Rocket Radars, so do keep that in mind. If you're looking to get this particular Shadow Legendary, then make sure you use your Super Rocket Radar. However, I will say it's probably not worth it compared to other Shadow Legendaries, so I would hold off on using your Super Rocket Radar if you have some saved up. But if you're looking to get yourself another Super Rocket Radar, just keep in mind that there is going to be a special research that will be available that will award you with a Super Rocket Radar, and you'll have to log into the game and claim it before March 3rd, 2026 at 9:59 a.m. local time. Now let's talk about the new Shadow Pokemon that are going to be introduced during this event. We're going to be seeing the starter Pokemon get a Shadow form, specifically Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie, and I'll talk more about these later. But there's also going to be a shake-up to the team leaders, specifically Sierra, Cliff, and Arlo, and they're going to be using different Shadow Pokemon. And the Pokemon that you get can potentially be shiny, so do keep that in mind. And then also during this event, we're going to have field research tasks that's going to award you with fast TMs, charge TMs, as well as mysterious components. And I will say this is something you will want to pay attention to, because if you were to collect a lot more mysterious components through these field research tasks, you're going to be able to battle the team leaders a lot more often. And then finally, there's going to be a collection challenge specifically tied to this Team GO Rocket Takeover, and it's going to award you with experience, Stardust, as well as 1 Rocket Radar. So do not forget this collection challenge. The rewards are actually pretty good. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, this is basically your everyday Team GO Rocket Takeover event. We're going to be able to get a whole bunch of new Shadow Pokemon. The team leaders are going to have a new rotation. And then of course, there's a whole bunch of various bonuses that are incredibly important. Specifically, you can now remove frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon specifically during this event, which in my opinion is what makes these events so important, because Shadow Pokemon are some of the most powerful Pokemon in the game for either raid battles or with PvP, and if you have a whole bunch of Shadow Pokemon in your collection that you could use, you will want to make sure you remove frustration off of those Pokemon. That's how you can truly unlock the full potential of that Pokemon, and definitely with this event, that is the one bonus that sticks out. And then of course, with this particular Team GO Rocket Takeover event, we're going to be seeing the debut of the Shadow versions of starter Pokemon, Fennekin, Froakie, and Chespin. And out of these three, obviously the biggest standout is going to be Froakie, because Shadow Greninja is definitely going to be a game changer. It already is a pretty powerful Pokemon, and to get a Shadow version of this Pokemon means it could potentially be a very solid raid attacker, but on top of that, for PvP, there is a lot of implications. So you do not want to miss out on those Shadow Pokemon. Definitely go out and try to get them, and once you do, make sure you remove frustration and give it all of the stuff that it needs, like power it up, make sure you evolve them. Actually, I would hold off on evolving them, because if you were to evolve them during a particular Community Day Classic or what have you, you could get the Community Day moves for those Pokemon, so that is definitely going to be key. Or you could just use an Elite Charge TM and get the move for whatever Pokemon. Like if you're going for a Shadow Greninja, for example, yes, you could just evolve it to Greninja and then use an Elite Charge TM to get the Community Day move, and yeah, maybe it could actually see some immediate uses. But regardless of how you approach it, all three of these Pokemon are now going to be obtainable as Shadows, and that is pretty big. And then of course, when it comes to a lot of the other stuff, there is always some really big things with Team GO Rocket Takeover events that players tend to not remember. Like for example, you're going to have a lot more of the Team GO Rocket fragments, so that you could do more team leader battles. That is always a big thing. And I really do think that in general, these are just some of the most fun events that we have. So yeah, we're getting ourselves another Team GO Rocket Takeover event. It's going to be with the Precious Pals event, and it's going to be happening really soon, so definitely do not miss out. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you share your thoughts regarding this Team GO Rocket Takeover event in the comments section down below. Make sure you share your thoughts, which Shadow Pokemon you're going to be going after, and yeah, let me just reiterate, make sure you remove frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon during this event. It's going to be one of your only opportunities to do so and unlock the full potential of those Shadow Pokemon. Definitely share which Shadow Pokemon you're going to remove frustration off of in the comments below, and let's have a great discussion. And of course, if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and of course, check out the links in the description below so that you can see a whole bunch of stuff that I'm working on. And if you join my Patreon, of course, I'm going to add you to my Pokemon Go friends list as well. So if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, make sure you go and check that out. Again, the links to it is in the description below. And with that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next one.